Welcome back to Forelli Finds. Today we're going to do an unboxing and we're going to talk about wine glasses and aerators and how to really enjoy your wine. So grab a glass, have a seat, and enjoy. So I gifted myself a special treat from Tiffany's because this year was absolutely great for me. I received a promotion at work, and then, needless to say, I couldn't believe it, but I was also put up for a second promotion. So I thought, this calls for celebration. I didn't want for others to have to pat me on the back. I wanted to pat myself on the back. It's all about uplifting yourself. You can't wait for others. So in order to do so, I went online and I placed my order at tiffany's.com, and I made a card out to myself. I had it gift wrapped and everything. I often do this for myself for Christmas as well. So my card that I sent to myself says, "Cheers to you on your promotion. You deserve to drink from the best because you are the best. Love, you." And I thought that was so extra special to do that for myself. You know, I'm going to keep this card and I'll reflect on it on those rough days when I feel like, am I even making a difference? Why do I do this? Work is so hard. We have those days, and it's good to have little cards and notes like this to look back on. So with that being said, let's open the box. Let's see what we got. So I saved opening this unboxing for you all because I wanted to make sure that I shared it with you all and we had a good discussion about it. Also, I'm going to keep this Tiffany's box. I love to decorate and store in these types of glam boxes. Look at all this. They put all of this cushioning in here because I got wine glasses. I've been really enjoying my wine. You know, I did the wine birthday in Napa, and about 2 or 3 years ago, I had an experience with wine glasses, and I'm going to share that story. But this just made me think about what I wanted. I'm trying to look around. I might need some assistance with opening this because it is really well sealed. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I got it. And I also was very impressed when I was watching Scandal to see Olivia Pope drinking out of those wine glasses, that nice big bodied wine glass with that huge bowl. Oh my gosh. It looks so luxe and so just, I loved it. So I've been on the hunt for that. That is actually called the Camille. That wine glass is the Camille wine glass, and I actually was gifted a similar glass. And I'll tell you that story. It was actually a very cool story. Once we talk about wine glasses, I want to use it as a sample. So let's see, I'm almost in. You got to be really careful. I got these wine glasses from Tiffany after seeing someone share about them, and I learned that the price point is not very bad. And these are very, very cute glasses, and I will probably drink out of these. I may not have them with company as I got two. I always get my wine glasses in pairs or fours. So here it is. Yay! Where does it say? Oh, there it is. It says Tiffany. You probably can't see it. It says Tiffany and Company right here on the stamp, so you can see it when you look through. Love it. There's my first one. Oh, they're so pretty. Look at them. Just look at them. Let me clean this up. Okay. I'm going to keep the ribbon. Put this all inside. I am going to take the box, put this inside. We're going to set the box here, and then we're going to talk about the glasses. So I bought these glasses. They're pretty. They're so nice, and look. Oh, they have a nice ring to them. So these are red wine glasses. You get a pair for $70. That's an excellent price point for some pretty nice designer wine glasses. It makes me feel good to have these Tiffany wine glasses because I particularly like the silver jewelry by Tiffany, and I have several pieces. So this kind of rounds out my whole Tiffany collection. So these are, you know that these are red wine glasses because if you notice, your glass is made of three areas. This is your rim. It's a little broader rim. You have the bowl, which is fuller, and then you have your stem and your base. So the stem is usually a little shorter than a white wine glass. Your bowl is a little rounder, so you see how round this bowl is, and then it's just a slight bit narrower here at the lip, the opening. And so this allows for you to get the best out of your wine when you pour it, your red wine. There's two types of red wine glasses. There is a Bordeaux and there is a Burgundy. So I took notes, so bear with me because I want to share my notes so that I'm ensuring that I'm giving you the best information. So I'm going to grab that information for you. So the design of a red wine glass has a lot to do with the need to diminish like the bitterness and that spiciness of the tannins. And so that's why this bowl is rounded more. So it can aerate or it can open up the wine so you get a smoother finish from your wine. A Bordeaux shaped glass is the more universal shaped glass. So your Bordeaux glass will look more like this glass. I particularly picked this one because you see the winery inscripted on the front. So this is a wine tasting glass, and you'll notice when you go wine tasting, they use glasses that are shaped like this, and you will have your whites, and then they will go right into the reds, but they'll keep this same glass. So this is what is being referred to as your universal wine glass. There's a Burgundy. It's a bigger glass for bolder wines, and that would be what this is. So this is the wine glass that I got from this awesome winery called Suduru in Healdsburg. Insert here. I was asking about these wine glasses. I love them. They're by Reidel. And I learned that this glass that you're looking at here, can hold a full bottle of wine. So I'll do that demo for you one time, but it's an excellent glass. This glass goes about $65 to $85 for a pair. These Tiffany glasses were $70 for a pair. So about $35 a glass. This is about $35 to $40 a glass for this Burgundy wine glass. So you can see how these bowls on each of these glasses, while they're different, they're very similar because they have these full bowls here, and that is for the red wine. When you hold your wine, you want to make sure that you're holding it at the stem because you don't want to transfer the heat or the coolness from your hands to your wine. Your wine should be at room temperature if you're drinking a red, and it should be chilled if you're drinking a white. Now this would be a white Chardonnay glass. This is for your whites. This is a nice Chardonnay glass to drink your whites from. You notice it has more of a U shape and it goes straight up, whereas these are more rounded. They're more circular. They have fuller bowls. This bowl is more narrow, and that's because and this opening is wider, and that's because you want to be able to get the good finishes from the whites. You want to be able to taste the citrus, and you want to taste the floral notes of your white wines. And so that is why the white wines are made like this, so that it can distribute those flavors better. Whereas with these reds, you want to diminish the bitterness and the spiciness of the tannins that you get in red. And so you want them to settle away. So that is why you have these full bowls. Now, the cool thing I like about a great red is that you can see the body move when you pour the red. So let me pour a little red and let me demonstrate that for you. I'll pour a little red in this glass here. So I want you to observe something. This is an aerator that I have. I got it as a gift. And an aerator is what opens up your red when you open the bottle, and it does it by glass. Listen. So that noise you hear this is a little birdie aerator, and it chirps when you pour the wine. So you see, I have my red wine here, and when I swirl my wine, I don't know if you can see as it's crawling down, the wine is crawling down. That is showing you the depth and the movement of the wine. That's a good red. It's really good. And you can tell with the bolder reds, it has a deeper crawl. I even notice that sometimes with some of my really good buttery Chardonnays, but I often see folks do that with their reds. Another great thing, so I was actually holding it, I did correctly, as you know, I was holding it by the bowl when you should hold it by the stem. So for me, I mean, you can hold it how you feel most comfortable, but holding it by the stem is best. But I will tell you this. I personally, when I'm drinking at home, I prefer to use the stemless glass because it's sturdier. I don't have to worry about knocking it over. But you do have the chance, you do hold it by the bowl. So your hands, the heat from your hand is transferring. So oftentimes I sip faster, I will say, when I'm drinking a chilled wine. I don't really see much of a difference. This is more what wine connoisseurs say. I'm learning, so maybe it's because I'm still learning that I don't experience it. But for me, I prefer these. And then on a good day, when I'm just feeling really fancy with myself or feeling extra special, I will drink from my stemmed glasses. It also depends on which wine I'm pouring. If I'm pouring some Chaos Theory or one of my good Pinots or that Zinfandel that I love, I'll use a stemmed glass more times than not. If I'm drinking, my Barefoot or my Apothic Crush, I'm drinking this because that's like my Monday through Friday. I'm having a glass of wine. It's like my common beverage. So that's usually how but I have had Apothic out of a stemmed glass. So don't think that because it's Apothic, I'm drinking it in a stemless glass. It's just the day of the week and how I'm feeling also. If I feel very tired and kind of weary, I'm not going to use one of my nice stemmed glasses because I know that I'm more likely to be careless. And so that's another note for me. Something else I wanted to share with you are your flutes. So there's another type of glass, and that's the flute. And the flute is used for your champagne. And the reason why it's long and thin is because it helps the longevity of the bubbles in the champagne. So I thought that was very interesting when I learned that. I'm not a big champagne drinker. I don't necessarily use the flute glasses when I drink champagne because I'm usually having a mimosa or some kind of mixed drink with the champagne. So the flute glass to me doesn't hold enough liquor, doesn't hold enough beverage. So you're constantly going back and forth as well. So I find that I prefer to use my Chardonnay glass that I make my mimosa in. So that is something that I also noticed about my drinking habits. What do you notice about your drinking habits? Do you prefer a red, and do you drink out of a full glass, or do you use more of the universal glasses? And if so, make a note in the comments below. Do you have any questions about the glasses? Where did I get them? How much they are? I'll put some links below on the Reidel glasses and these Tiffany's.com glasses. So I want to talk to you because I have another fun thing to share. So I was sharing with you about this aerator that is a birdie, and it chirps when you pour the wine. So let me explain. The aerator is what uses that you use to help the wine oxidate with the air when you pass it through and you're pouring it. And that opening, it helps to open up the wine, release the flavors. I want to release some of the aromas, and it brings the wine to its fullest potential. So the great thing about using an aerator is that you can do that per glass. The prior way, or many people still do this, is to decant, to use a decanter where you take your wine out of the bottle and you pour it into a crystal decanter. They sometimes have them in stainless steel, and you let it sit for 30 minutes so that the wine can open up, and then you pour it from that vessel into the glasses. So what happens is if you don't drink all of the wine in that decanter, it's only going to hold its luster, its goodness for so long, and then you end up having to throw out. But this aerator is also a wine stopper, so I don't have to drink all of this wine in a period of time because it's got the stopper, and then it opens up when I pour. So these aerators come many ways. So there's this birdie one that I got. It was a gift from my sister-in-law. Thank you so much. I also received this cute aerator, and it's a butterfly on a flower. And when you pour, the wine comes out here. You'll see that it has the stopper here, and it has the stem, and the wine pours through this stem. Or the stem allows the air to come in, and the wine pours through here. So that's how you get the opening, the aeration effect. There's also these type of aerators, and these are, one is from Pampered Chef, and the other one is a rabbit, because I have the rabbit opener. You know, when you drink wine and you enjoy wine, you get all kinds of little gadgets because you're trying everything. I can't wait to share with you some cool wine openers that I have that I actually really enjoy. I have one that I use all the time, but I have another that I received, and all gadgets, just gadgets you get for wine. If you like wine, you'll enjoy these gadgets. These are all aerators, and I use all of these more times than not with my red wines. My white wines, I usually put a cork on them. You know, the stoppers. I put the wine stoppers. I have all kinds of wine stoppers, and I just put them in the refrigerator to keep them cold. Because to be honest with you, my white wines I don't have to keep the bottles as long because I drink whites more than I drink reds. So that's just a little bit of information about some aerators. And the one great thing is if you know someone that enjoys wines and they really enjoy red wines, these are the best gifts, and they have great, you can get them for as little as, I want to say, $15, and they can go as high as $100, $200 depending on what you're getting, but you can definitely get them for like $15, $20 easily, and they make great gifts. People really appreciate them. So the wine that I'm drinking on today is the Winston Pinot Noir. It's actually a very nice wine. It has a very good finish. It's dry, but it's not too dry. It has an alcohol volume of 14.6, and it's made in Rutherford, California, so it's a local wine. And I got this one at Total Wines and More when I was doing the wine hauls for the 24 Days of Christmas. This was one of the wines I did not get a chance to review. And in fact, I understand that this is a favored wine for many red wine drinkers. I believe the price point of this is around $12. I will put that price point down below just so that I can make sure that I validate that price. And it's a very pleasant wine. I can see myself having this wine with a good steak or a burger, having it with some nice spaghetti. It's a good pasta wine. It has a good finish. But personally speaking, I've just been enjoying it without food. I've just been drinking it, sipping it in the evening, and really chilling out with it. And it's been very, very lovely. It has a very brilliant smell. I love the way that it smells. So yes, if you're looking for a good Pinot and you want to try something nice, treat yourself over the weekend. This Pinot Noir is by Winston. It's out of Rutherford, California, and you can get it at Total Wines and More. So that's it for this week's Forelli's Finds. I'd like to encourage you, Check out my notes below, and I look forward to talking to you in a week. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe and to like this video. It's my goal to get to 100 subscribers. If I get to 100 subscribers, then it opens up a whole world of features that will help me make getting my videos to you much easier. So if you know someone that loves wine and likes to hear this kind of information that you've been enjoying, please share it with your friends, your families, and all those that you think would enjoy. Once again, thank you for watching, and cheers.